Hello everyone, welcome to Pixel and Code. I am your teacher Munir and today I am going to teach you After Effects basics, so let's get started. Alright, so when you open your After Effects will look like this. If not, do not worry, go to Window, Workspace, and you will see that there are lots of presets of workspace, but we just want to click Standard right now and your workspace will look same as mine. Right, before we start our animation, let me explain you what these boxes are. Number one, project, the file you will import, image file, video clip, audio file, and new composition. All the files will appear in project box. And the second box, which is in the bottom, is called timeline, where your layers and timeline will appear. And let's check the right one. Right one is align. Everyone knows is to align your image and video clips. Corrector is for text. Preview, the animation you will create, you can check it from here. And the audio, to adjust the audio. And the main screen will appear in the middle. Your animation and your video clips will appear over here, and there is a toolbox. It's small and tiny, and that will help you to create your animation. So let's create our animation now. There is a first rule in After Effects to create an animation is to create a composition. And what is composition? Composition is a folder which holds your files, and let's create it now. There are 4 ways to create a composition. First is to go to composition and create a new composition. A window will pop up. Second way to create a composition is to right click and there is a box will show up and you can click on the new composition and a window will pop up. Third is to click on this green and red box icon, and you can create a composition from here also, and you can also click on the main screen to create a new composition. But I highly recommend to use right click one and this icon. Alright, so now let's set up our composition. First give the composition name, whatever you want to give your composition name. I'm just going to give After Effects basics. Alright, and there in the composition setting there are lots of preset you will find. When you click on the preset, there are lots of preset you will find, like 1080, 4K. So I'm just gonna go with the HDTV 1080, and the width will be 1920 pixel and height will be 1080 pixel. Pixel ratio will be square pixels. Frame rate, I think I'm gonna go with 30. Oops, accidentally I just pressed enter and it got created, but never mind, let's delete it. Create again. After Effects basics. Alright, so where were we? Frame rate 30. Alright, and resolution, mine is full because my graphic card is kind of higher level, but if your graphic card is not that much high, you can put it on half or third. I'm gonna go with full. Right, this is the start time code and this is the duration. Duration is the main thing where you will make your animation, like you how much time of animation you want to create. Like this is the this is the second where the 10 is written. After that this is minute and this is hour. I'm gonna make 10-second animation because it's a basic, so yes. Alright, and background color is black. Whatever you want to choose, you can choose from it: blue, red, anything, but I'm gonna go with black. Alright, press OK. Now our composition is created. Now let's import file. And how will we do that? Just double click on the project and your file will show up, and I'm gonna import my file, and here you can see the project, the file is showing in the project box. Now there is a two-way to drag your file and put it in main screen. Like if I go with drag my file and putting in the main screen, I can put anywhere. But what if I wanted, whenever I put in that and I want my file to be shown in the center, is to drag to the timeline and put it over here, and it will always show in the center. Now I'm just gonna scale it down because it's big. Alright, so now how to animate this image? Just click on this arrow. As you can see on the layer, there is an arrow, small arrow. Click on that, go to transform, and these are the 5 main tools to create an animation. Anchor point, we'll check it in the last, but right now let's check the first position. And how to activate your animation is to click on this small stopwatch. As I click it, it's turned to blue, and there is a small keyframe which will help us to create an animation. Right, so I want this picture to come in center after 1 second. Alright, so drag your file and it will come in center. Put it in center for 1 second, and now let's check. Click on the play button in preview box. As you can see, it's coming in the center, but it's not that much good. Like, it's kind of like simple animation. Let's make it more interesting. Activate the scale button and just make it 0, and when it comes to the center, it get back to its original size. So it will be like this, right? And now let's check. Alright, so as you can see, whenever I play this, it goes to the 10 second and get repeated. To make it short, go to this and bracket, blue and bracket, and drag it to 1 second or more than that, and now play it. Now you see that. Alright, now let's make it more interesting. Rotation, and go to 1 second and make it 1. So what it does, it will rotate. It position, scale, and rotation. Alright, now let's change the opacity to 0 and go to 1 second and make it 100. It's original. Alright, now let's see. But this animation is not smooth. It's so sharp. To make your animation smooth, you have to click on the motion blur, and motion blur icon you can see there is a 3 circles made. You can click to activate it, and if your motion blur is still not activated, click on this and it will turn into blue. And now let's check. See, it's so smooth. So now let's check the anchor point, what anchor point does. Let's delete all these keyframe, and oops, go to 1 second, delete all this keyframe and select the anchor point, activate the anchor point. And what does anchor point do? Anchor point is a center point. Just click it and drag it to the left corner, go to 1 second and start your rotation, and just let me activate this. Okay, now you can see just rotating from the left corner. See, some people say that anchor point is not important, but it is important when you go in further animation. Alright, so finally this is the basic, but let's create a good animation. Let me show you something. Scale it down a little bit. Alright, go to transform, position, activate the position, go to 1 second, sorry, drag it, drag it, go to seconds, see, and go to 3rd second over here. Now what it does, let's see this, right? But this is simple, so let's activate scale, go to 100, or go to 0 and go to last keyframe and make it its original size. Alright, so let's see that. Now let's activate rotation, go to last keyframe and sorry about that, is 0 or now see this. And what about the opacity? Let's activate opacity, go to last keyframe, activate opacity, first 0. Now let's play it. Over here. Okay, so and the shortcut to do that is to go to your keyframe and press N for end, and if you want to do B for beginning. Alright, so I'm gonna go to last keyframe, press end, let's activate now. Okay, a little bit more. Alright, alright guys, that's it for now. I hope you understand After Effects basics. This video is just for the basics, to understand what the tools are, what these workspace do. I'm gonna make this another tutorial for After Effects. Till then, goodbye and see you in the next video.